What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Dante here, back from the Digimon Laboratory. We're going to go ahead and continue our three-part series on the very, very, very good set we call BT8 coming out here maybe sometime this summer. So you can go ahead, drop a like, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way every time I upload a video, you'll know immediately. So, part one, we went over the red and the blue cards up in the set. So, today we're going to go over the green and the yellow ones. I have not looked too extensively into the green and yellow ones. So, this is going to be kind of a first time for me as well. Let's go ahead and dive right into it, shall we? First off, Digitama for the yellow, Fremon, inheritable. While you have 3 or more security, gains 1000 EP. Certain decks want to play what I like to call security management. Yellow is a bit advocate for that. There is the difference between security management and security control. Security control was more of a, hey, I'm going to exploit this gimmick and put everything in that, in this, gimmick to make sure that when you try to go for game, you have so many roadblocks. While security management is, okay, I need to be at 3, let me give myself 3. I need to be over 3, let me give myself over 3. Oh, I'm at 1, let me go back to 3. So it's just fitting Yellow's playstyle. This is not bad. This is actually a pretty decent Digitama. Yellow has some very good Digitamas. Well, I'm gonna say very good. I say they're niche. They're meh. They're pretty good. This is actually very good. 1000 DP. We all know 1000 DP can make or break certain things. And get the green one out the way. BB-Mon is now a green instead of a yellow. Opponent's turn. While all your Digimon are suspended, it gains 1000 DP. Just makes it whatever it has underneath it a little bulkier. Again, 1000 EP, attacking with 5K into a, potentially trying to crash with another 5K. Oh, wait, 6K. It happens. It happens a lot. It'll come up a little more when you play a more, a defensive type of style deck with green. Interesting. We'll have to see everything that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. So, let's get down to the yellows. First off, Armadillomon. Armadillomon on play. Reveal top 4. Add 1 2-color card with yellow among them. Return the rest to the bottom of your deck. Just like Hawkmon, just like Vmon, it is just the yellow version of the Searchers when it comes to the dual colors. Extremely good. Instant 4 of in the deck. 3 costs is nothing. You can, go to, if you have a security, if you have a memory tamer, you go to 3, play this, your turn's not over. Super, super good. We have a Letmon here. Candamon. Candamon, let's go ahead and read this. Candamon is a vanilla with an inheritable. An inheritable is when you play another purple Digimon, gain 1 memory. So, notice it said another purple Digimon. So, no, you cannot Digivolve into a purple on this card, or if something was like, oh, purple, yellow, Digivolve purple into this card, and so it's a purple card, so I get the game. No, it's another one. So, not including its stack, it's any other purple Digimon that you will play. Simple as that. Kilomon. So, a Kilomon, while you have a blue Digimon in play, reduce the play cost of this card in your hand by 1, making it a 3 cost. Inheritable. When attacking, while you have a blue Digimon in play, minus 1 of your opponent's Digimon by 3000 DP. That's pretty good. There's nothing more to say about that. It can come out as a 3 cost if you're playing a blue-yellow hybrid, which isn't unfeasible. There are, different routes you can go with blue and yellow when it comes to that aspect of it, but Kilomon is actually pretty decent. Do you know Human? Nice pun. Nice pun. Do you know Human is a It's a red and yellow. So if you was playing a red and yellow deck, you can get this off of Hawkmon, or you can get this off of Armadillomon. So just a 5,000 vanilla on top, inheritable. When attacking, when your opponent gets minus 1,000 DP, meh. It's meh. There's nothing more to say. It's meh. The one I think it's the bit baddie. I think this is the bit baddie, not one of them, but I think this is the bit baddie when it comes to armor released Digimon. So Magnamon is now officially in the game. Magnamon is level 4, 7 KDP, can digivolve from a blue or yellow for 4, which is steep. But as you can see here, it digivolve from Vmon for a 3 cost. Okay, sure. It has blocker. It has blocker. So yes, Armor Digimon have blocker. Armor release. If you didn't see my part 1, Armor release is when the Digimon would be deleted, regardless, either by battle or card effect. If it would be deleted, you pop the top card of that Digivolution stack. So basically, the Armor Digimon. You pop it, and you keep the rest of the stack intact. So Magnamon, if it was the ever crash, if an opponent is attacking stack or attacking Digimon, you block. Even if Magnamon loses, you then send Magnamon to the trash and then keep your stack. Just make sure you suspend the Digimon underneath it. So while Digivolving, unsuspend the Digimon for each card with armor in its stage in your trash. Okay, yeah. So it's supposed to be armor in his in his stage. Okay, I get what it's saying. So anything with armor, anything that has armor here. So usually it's like champion, ultimate, stuff like that. But this is a different stage of the Digivolution. So it's not like, oh, delete a champion, oh, delete a perfect or ultimate in our case. It's here's an armor type, so it's a different Digivolution altogether, people. So for each armor in its stage in your trash, it gains 2,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. That's why I said this is the bit baddie. So you can have 4 you say you have 4 armor Digimon in your trash. This bad boy, when digivolved, you then get boosted up by 8k, making it 15k. So it's a 15k block on your opponent's turn. If your turn didn't end, you can attack with it. So it's basically giving you ability to either have a blocker or have a beefy attacker. Because on Digivolution, you're unsuspended. So you can attack with maybe a jamming Vmon. And then Vmon jams, you then digivolve into this for 3 on top of Vmon, it unsuspends. Now you have a 7k blocker. So not bad at all. And it's armor release, so you block, you pop this off. If it dies, you rest the Vmon. Vmon stays intact with the Digi-Egg underneath it, or you just play, or you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Or you play the Vmon the last turn, all that kind of stuff. So this is the bit baddie. It is an SR. It looks nice. I do like it. Rapidmon, green, yellow, level 4. It also is an armor Digimon. I want to say, originally Rapidmon, which is a Digivolution of Terriermon, the green version of it. But I believe in this game they're going to make the gold version of it, which is like it's like a uncorrupted version of Rapidmon, which was the gold one. I can't remember what the name of that Rapidmon was. They're gonna make this into an armor in the actual TCG, which I like how they didn't make the original Rapidmon. They didn't make the original Rapidmon armor, but they made this one armor. I like that. I do like that. So Digivolve from 3 into Terriermon, because Digivolve 3 into Terriermon. Armor release, you already know armor. So on Digivolution, unsuspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each of your tamers in play. Then up to 3 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn. This card's good. being able to Digivolve, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then being able to potentially delete up to 3 5K or less. That's good. So remember, it is suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each of your tamers in play, then up to 3 of your opponent. So you have to suspend, and then like it's just too good. Even if you can't suspend a Digimon, you're just like, okay, 3 of your Digimon getting minus 5K DP. It's so good. It really is good. Like, this is going to be another one. This is going to help you control the game, while this and Magnamon is going to really help push for game. It's very good. Very, very good. Besumon. Level 5. 7K. That's about right. 6 cost. That's actually low for 6 cost to play for a level 5 is actually decent. That's typical. 3 evolution. When Digivolving, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If you do, the Digimon is treated as the same color as the trash Digimon. Then if the Digimon had 2 or more colors, draw 2. So basically, it's rewarding you for playing this in a dual type of deck or a tricolor deck, because you can play this Digivolve pitch, a red. Now it's red, yellow. Now you draw 2. So it's not a bad card at all, especially if you want to go into something else like, oh, I might have a War Greymon or Emperor Greymon in my hand, but I just have, I'm at yellows. I have a yellow level 4. So you play this for 3, Memory Tamer, don't end your turn, go to 0. Pitch a low end red card like a 3. Like, okay, I'm gonna pitch your 3, make this red. Oh wait, I get to draw 2, and now I can Digivolve on top of this because there's a red and a yellow on Digivolution. And then since it's a red one, you Digivolve on top of Emperor Greymon. There you go. So now you got red, yellow hybrids, all that kind of stuff. This is not a bad card at all. This is actually a good bridge for most cards, most colors, especially if you want to run like a tricolor deck. Like if you want to run like red, green, yellow, or blue, yellow, green, or something like that. This card is one of those things where if you're running yellow and that tricolor, you can then bridge any of your 3 colors whatsoever. Not bad at all. Especially very good, especially as a common. Very good. Vanilla here. Sakuimon. So Sakuimon, let's go ahead and read this. It is a Jorge's Digivolution, so it means DNA Digivolving. You need a yellow level 4 and a blue level 4, and you Jorge's for 0 cost, which means it's free. When you Digivolve, remember, all Jorge's, when you Digivolve, you unsuspend. So you unsuspend the Digimon after you stat the 2 Digimon and their Digivolution stats on top of each other. I want to say this. I believe the ruling is whatever color comes first goes on top. So that stack goes on top, so it correlates. Yellow first, so your yellow Digimon and its Digivolution stat would go on top of the blue Digimon Digivolution stack. I believe that is the ruling. Not necessarily sure. I definitely have to triple check, but I believe that is the ruling. When Digivolving, if you have 5 of your security, get security +1, and then when DNA Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards in your security stat to their hand. So, unless you're playing Security Turbo, Security Recovery Turbo, you're really going to be bouncing back 3, 4, 5, 6 costs. Like, unless you somehow find a way to get 9 security and start bouncing back, ultimates. I mean, it's pretty good for what it does because it bounces back. It makes them reset. So say there's a blocker threat, you bounce it back, trash everything else underneath it. That kind of thing. I like it. Oh, wait a minute. I do not think it trashes the Digivolution sources. So I think it just bounces the Digimon back. But the sources underneath it stays. If I'm not mistaken. Because usually they specifically say trash the sources underneath this card. So I'm wondering, will this be the first time we will need an actual ruling when it comes to level 3s and Digitamas? Because I don't think because Digitamas cannot exist on the field. So then when DNA Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the number of security to the owner's hand. See, typically it says trash the Digivolution sources. So I'm very interested on what this ruling is going to be when it comes to a level 3 and a Digitama. Would Digitama automatically be trash because of that? Or would it still, trash the Digivolution sources even though it's not, it doesn't state it on the card? That'd be interesting. This would actually cause some confusion. This will really actually cause some confusion, especially if you play against blue a lot and with blue a lot. If you look at like most of the cards, they say trash the Digivolution sources underneath this card. So I mean, overall, it's a very good card. It is a good card. Like it's so good. Jorgens is such a good mechanic. Cherubimon is here in yellow form. Let's go ahead and read Cherubimon. Let's see. It can digivolve from purple or yellow, which if you know Cherubimon's lore, that's about right. 12k DP, 11 cost to play. That's actually pretty good. Ability, or effect. When you play this card from your hand, you may delete one of your purple Cherubimon to reduce it by 8, making it a 3 cost. On play or Digivolution, activate following for each of your tamers in play. One of your opponent's Digimon gain +2 security. One of your opponent's Digimon gains -2 security. So that means if you have 3 tamers in play, you can give one of your opponent's Digimon -6 security. For each of your opponent. Activate the following effect. Okay. Never mind. Hold on. That's one of the options. So you can activate this as many times for every number of tamers you have. So you say you have 3 tamers. It's like pings. So you're able to like minus 2k security, -2k. So you'll be able to do it up to however many tamers up to their Digimon. Or you can focus on one Digimon and do it to it like that. Got you. Nah, that's not a bad card. Okay, I had to reread that. That's actually not a bad card. I like how it has an on play and a while Digivolving. So either way it goes, if this is played no matter what, you get this ability, which is actually very good. Actually very good. This is actually a decent card. I like this. Level 4, 4 costs from a 5 is pretty steep. I see they're starting to up the evolution cost because Jorgens is a thing. So it's a little steep, but it actually helps you survive turns because if your opponent swarms the board, you can get 2, 3, 4 days. So Shine Greymon comes to my mind with this. Just having all these tamers and to be able to play this and say minus, and have the entire board -2k security attack. That's crazy. That means they would have to get +2 security in order to even swing and check a security. Not bad at all. For the last yellow Digimon we're gonna look at here today, not talking about dual colors. Zulomon. So Zulomon is back with yellow and blue. 12 cost to play, 11k, a little bit lower. 3 and 3 from blue or yellow level 5s actually is not bad. It's actually pretty dang good. That's what we want to see. When attacking, you may trash the top card of your security and gain 2 memory. Good. That's good. It just makes it to where you just keep on going with your turn. Your turn, once per turn, when digivolving one of your other Digimon, you may unsuspend this card. Again, really good. Like, really, really good. So, being able to attack and can gain 2 memory, and then being able to say you Hammer Spark go to 3, Digivolve. If you have another Digimon, Digivolve, and then you unsuspend this, and then you get to attack, and then trash, and then gain another 2 memory because the attack is not once per turn. The unsuspended is once per turn, so you can really only do this ability twice unless you have something that says, "Oh, unsuspended Digimon," and they're like, "Okay, unsuspended to do it again." It's very, very good. It has like a built-in double Hammer Spark, so it's like Blinding Ray. It has Blinding Ray built in. You just pop one off, gain 2 memory. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Zulamon, that's actually pretty good. That makes some good shenanigans with yellow blue. That's actually pretty decent. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and hold off on the option cards until after we deal with the greens. Green here, we have just a vanilla here. Ikakimon. Look like a Digimon. I've never seen that Digimon at all. So it looks like something that's TCG exclusive. For it to be a Pyonso? Probably is. Terriermon. So Terriermon is on play, reveal top 5 cards. Add one card with Gagamon or Rapidmon amongst his name. Return the rest to the bottom of your deck. That's good. That's good. That is really good. I like that. That's good. Postmon, Green Postmon. Level 3 has an inheritable. All turns, this Digimon gains 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Especially good for blockers. Especially good when you have it underneath a blocker. Very good. Shurimon. Shurimon is an armor Digimon. Green, red. Digivolves for 2 for Hawkmon, 3 for any other green. Has armor release. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon with blocker cannot block or attack until the end of the turn. I don't like that it specifically said blocker. It should have been, put a level restriction on level 4. Level 4 lower Digimon cannot attack or block. That would make this so much better. It's okay. You probably play like a 1-of in the deck. If you're playing like an armor evolution type of deck, you might not even play it at all, depending on what colors you play. But it's all right. Okay, pronunciation is hard. Namakimon. There you go. I'm gonna just use that. Namakimon. Level 4, 2 cards from mid-level 3. Main. You may suspend this Digimon, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add one green Digimon amongst them. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck. Just more searching than green. Green does that. Green between Izzy and Mimi, between Mothmon, between Wormmon, Togemon, between the Betamon line, like between all this green stuff. Like they always love looking at the top card or top 3 cards and getting a green Digimon, or in the case of Ancient Betamon, playing Digimon not as a Gatsumon and BT7 that lets you stack. It lets you. I believe it's draw 1 and then reveal a green and then stack it on top of your green Digimon, stack on top of your deck. So it's not bad at all. It's all right. Exormon. Okay, I need y'all to make that art a little bit better when it comes to TCG people. A little bit better. It's got to be fleshed out a little bit more. Unless they're going for like a corruption type of thing. When Digivolving, you may suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Oh wait, you may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Yeah, okay. Inheritable all turns, gauge 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. So between this and the Postmon, you can constantly just start stacking up and getting 2,000-3,000 DP. That stuff actually it swings over a lot. Digimon is a armored Digimon, and the reason why I kept the camera off is because I know we get into this part to where it's gonna start popping up and me popping on and off the camera. Sometimes it gets annoying. Um, Digimon. Digivolves from Armadillomon for 2 costs. Yeah, so Digivolves from Armadillomon for 2 costs. It is a green yellow. Digivolves from a green. But if I'm not mistaken, Armadillomon is a yellow. Yeah. Interesting. So it cheats out. Yeah, so it cheats itself out. So it's able to digivolve on top of Armadillomon for a 2 cost, and it seems like it's any Armadillomon. So it doesn't matter if the Armadillomon is yellow or green or red. If it's Armadillomon, it's for a 2 cost, which is actually not bad at all. Armor release, sure. When attacking, when your opponent suspended Digimon gets minus 3000 DP, which means this can crash with 8k DP Digimon that's suspended. Helps you in the early game. Helps you in the early game. That's it's decent. It's decent. If not, Digimon on top of Digimon, you're gonna neg very, very hard. There's another vanilla here. 5 cost, 5k. Would want to Digivolve. That's not bad. Helps you with the Digivolution stats. Ragermon. So, Ragermon, Magnamon, it's like Ragermon, Magnamon, and Rapidmon. So, if you see anybody playing, a Armor Digivolution deck, it will be like a tricolor blue, green, yellow deck. Like they just have the best Armor Digivolutions. Digivolve from Vmon for 2. So again, it looks like you can, because it only Digivolves, so you got a Digivolution calls for a level 3 green. So it looks like if you have a blue Vmon, you can Digivolve into this. So I think my assumption of Digimon is correct. No matter if the Vmon is red, yellow, purple, black, it can Digivolve on top of that Vmon for a 2 cost, which is actually very good. Has armor release. When Digivolve suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, good. Very, very, very good. So you can potentially suspend, attack, crash into something 5k to ensure you get rid of the blocker. And then armor release pops this off, keeps the Vmon. Then go back into Magnamon. Magnamon Digivolves for 3. It unsuspends itself. You get blocker, and then since you Digivolve, you at least get 9. You at least become like 9k at minimum on your opponent's turn, which is actually a very, very good combo. On top of that, being able to draw this Digivolution and then draw all this Digivolution, so you're actually drawing 2 cards in this entire sequence, which is not bad at all. And this is only a 2 cost, which means which means after you Digivolve in raising, you then promote, you get the 2, you then attack, you then suspend, attack, crash, or attack the stat, you die, pop this off, Digivolve into Magnamon, Magnamon becomes that blocker. So it works very, very, very well. And so far they're all there's only what, 2 SRs? Yeah, so Rapidmon, Magnamon is a SR. Ragermon is a rare. And I know our previous episode we was looking at, maybe some Marinemon, maybe you could do Hossmon. Because mind you, this is going to be probably a tricolor deck. 100% is going to be a tricolor deck. Maybe dual color, but why would you not want to play Magnamon, Rapidmon, and Ragermon to get that sweet bonus? It's insane. Pissmon. So Digiabsorption 2 on a level 5. This is just a replacement of Gagamon. So remember, Gagamon went to 1. Gagamon was a Digivolution 3 for 3 costs. So they just want to make you pay at least 1 memory to Digivolve up into, so it's not free anymore, unless you draw the 1 Agumon. All turns, the Digimon gains 1000 DP for each of your opponents to suspend Digimon. So green is just really heavily. Now they're starting to steer green into the focus of, we want you to suspend. We want you to. Simple as that. So not bad. So anything with piercing, you really gonna want to play a lot of these cards because it gives you, it suspends and then pierces and then Kleinmon. I think they're running out of names. Kleinmon, level 5. three card Digivolution from a 4, aka 8 cost to play. When Digivolving, if you suspend the Digimon, if this Digimon is suspended, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less or equal to it to the owner's hand. Inheritable, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your unsuspend phase, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It's a niche card. It is. It's a niche card. Don't get me wrong. It's a decent card. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give it like a 2.53. It can be played. It can be good. It can be annoying. But that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just meant to set up everything. It's a combo piece. Spinomon, I love the artwork, by the way. That's nice. Spinomon, I believe this is the red Spinomon that was the vanilla. I believe this is just the green red version of it. I think the other one is red green. So Shivamon, I've been hearing a lot of things about Shivamon over in the OCG. So Shivamon is 4 cost Digivolution, 12 cost to play, 12,000 DP, not bad. Opponent's turn. While all your Digimon are suspended, your opponent cannot use option cards. Yeah. So things like security control or some yellow decks that want to, use their option cards, or if you're playing purple like live loops, this thing says, oh no, this Digimon suspended. This only Digimon I have. Guess what? Can't play options. Actually, it's a very decent control deck. Very, very decent. If it was any other color like this, it would have so much better support. Green is okay. It would just have so much better support. Your turn. When is Digimon unsuspends in an unsuspend phase, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. That is how you play security green. Being able to control the board with one Digimon, or just keep on having your Digimon suspended because you do like Digisorptions and all that kind of stuff. So you just keep on Digisorption the Digimon to make sure they're suspended. Go into Shivamon and say you can't play options. So it locks them out of an entire mechanic that actually might help them. You get Hammer Sparks, still have the one Ice Walls. You still have stuff like Gaia Forces. You still have force like Trump Swords and all that. Yeah, it did. Decks that depend on option cards very, very heavily to do certain things, gonna get hurt by this. Pretty good. Now we went through the last green Digimon. Let's scroll on down here to the green and the yellow options. So let's start with the yellow options. Disaster Blaster, 3 costs to play. Main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn. If you have 2 or more colors, or Digimon that has 2 or more colors and Digivolution sources, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6k instead. Security activate main effect. This is very good. This deals, if you're playing a duel or even a it doesn't matter. If you end up on, say, like, a Emperor Greymon, I keep on saying Emperor Greymon because, or a Magnamon, but there's green, blue, and a Digivolution sources. A part is green, blue. You can then still, if you have a yellow tamer, say you're playing some kind of tricolor craziness, this is going to, enable a lot of that stuff. You're going to be able to reduce something by 6k, which means all blockers, really, I believe it's all blockers that are level 4 or lower gets deleted. Very, very good. Very good. I mean, you easily can play this in the armor release deck, the tricolor armor release deck that I've been talking about. This is a great removal card. Fantastic removal card. Plasma's Shot. My boy Magnamon looking nice. So 4 costs to play. If you have a Digimon with armor and its traits, you may play its option card without meeting its color requirements. Makes it a generic vanilla 4 cost, whatever it is. Main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4k, and for each card with armor and its traits in your trash, all your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1,000 DP. And then security, activate main. So basically, one of your opponent Digimon gets minus 4K, and then you can just spread just the negative DP amongst all the Digimon. So if they're playing like a little weenie deck, then or not a little weenie deck, but like a little rush deck, like maybe Agumon, how they play all these Gabumons. You go, okay, make sure that's deleted. And then I got 1, 2, 3, so 3K to all these. So it goes pop this Gabu, pop this one, pop this one, pop this one. So yeah, definitely. Like Plasma Shot is actually very, very good. Will you play it? Maybe a 1 or 2 of, because I mean you still got the likes of Disaster Blaster here. So yeah, I don't see why not. We got great removable armors. And now we got Sam High Int. So if I'm not mistaken, Shivamon is a corrupted Digimon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't quite remember the lore behind Shivamon, but I believe it's like a corrupted Digimon in the programming. Not like Diaboromon. Diaboromon is a virus, but I think this is more like a corruption. I have to go back and definitely get the lore. I have to go back. One cost to play. Man, you may suspend one of your Digimon to suspend one of your opponent Digimon or Tamers, and if you do, they cannot unsuspend until the end of their next turn. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another card that messes with Tamers. So if your opponent has some Digimon card, Digimon Tamer that likes to suspend to do something, or it helps them gain advantage, you say no and no, and then it can't unsuspend until the end of your turn. That's actually very, very good. That's very good. And then last option, and most likely last card of this video, Lightning Blade. For 1 cost, while you have a Armor Digivolution, you can use this without having needing any color requirements, which is fantastic. For 1 cost, main one of your Digimon with 2 or more colors get 2000 DP and piercing. Great. And gets piercing, which is freaking fantastic. Oh, oversight on my part. I forgot to look at the Tamers. I don't know about the Tamers too well. I didn't hear anything great about the Tamers. So let's go ahead and bridge over these 3 Tamers. Cody's here. Cody, if you have a yellow Digimon in play to start your main phase, gain a memory. Weaker memory tamer because they know memory tamers are getting out of control. Your turn when your Digimon has 2 or more colors, you may suspend this tamer. Give something minus 2k DP. Typical yellow, just typical yellow. Kari's back here. So Kari, start your turn. She becomes a memory tamer, which is great. So yellow gets another memory tamer. When this card is added from your security stat, when a card is added to your security stat, you suspend this, get a memory. Yellow's gonna love this. Yellow's gonna love any yellow deck period is gonna love this card. Not only does it make sure that you stay at 3, but if you get security back, say a Magnamon, for example, you get suspended Magnamon, you get you go from 3, put them to 4. Now you can suspend this, gain another memory. You gain it because you gain it security, and that's just a very niche thing. But being in like combos and just gaining security and gaining memory, this is very, very good, especially as a memory tamer. Willis, on play, you may hatch 1 Digi Egg in an empty breeding spot. I think it combos with another Digitamer that does something similar as well. I can't remember. She's a green tamer. I think she's a 3 cost. When Digivolving one of your Digimon into a Digimon with Gagamon or Rapidmon in its name, suspend this tamer, reduce the evolution cost by 1. Hey, if you are playing Rapidmon or Gagamon or Mega Gagamon, I believe it's in BT7, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not in BT7, no, it's not BT7. It's in EX02. So it is the set after this set. So it's an EXO2 Mega Gagamon. They're just giving support now. So you can play the old Gagamon, Mega Gagamon, that suspends Digimon and gains like +1 security when it does something like that. But you can play the old Mega Gagamon, or you can look forward to the new Mega Gagamon, which a lot of people actually are saying is not bad. It's actually a decent Digimon to actually build a deck around. So with that being said, that is, and yes, I know there's 2 cards down here that I'm not going to quite tease just yet. But overall, I can say just the things that yellow and green are getting when it comes to the armor Digivolutions, it's going to make Armor Digivolution a very good. It's going to make it probably a tier 1 deck in my opinion. Like it has protection, it has Jorge's ability, like all that good stuff. It's insane what you can do with this deck. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna wrap it up here today. Yeah, look forward to part 3 coming next Saturday. I thought about doing this on Friday, but my weeks be crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and probably do this every Saturday. Yeah, if you go ahead, please, like I said at the beginning of the video, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the green and the green and the yellow stuff today. And in part 3, we're gonna go through the purples, the blacks, the obligatory whites, and then the last 2 cards at the bottom. And just to tell you, those cards I already seen are pretty good. So this is your boy Dante from Digimon Laboratory. I see you next video. Peace.